Hey everyone, this is Jane with Barlow Herbal, and in this video I'm going to share some information with you on one of my favorite blends called Daily Vitality CSI. Now the CSI stands for Cellular Strength and Immunity. This contains 4 of our separate herbal tinctures, all blended into one perfect Daily Vitality blend of herbs, and all their properties are amazing. So the information that I'm going to share with you in this video is not meant to be medical advice. This is based on not just my own personal experience, many years, probably 25 or 30 years taking this blend, but my research and my own opinion. So please take this information as entertainment and education only. Do your own due diligence when it comes to using herbal remedies for yourself and your family. Very important. So these 4 formulas are tinctures that we're very well known for here at Barlow Herbal. You can get each of them separately, but what's nice is if you're after overall health, immune strengthening, and improving some things like your circulation, the oxygenation you get to your brain, and inflammation, having powerful antioxidant properties, this is a really nice blend all in one. Now this blend contains 6 powerful herbs that have some of the best properties on the planet, and they're blended into one perfect blend. So the first one is Ginkgo biloba. Now Ginkgo is probably the most researched plant on the planet as far as studies and research papers and literally hundreds of years of use by people all over the world. So the beautiful thing about the Ginkgo plant is that it helps improve circulation, and it's really well known for what it does for circulation to the brain. So hearing, eyesight, memory, focus, clarity. You know, we put Ginkgo in all of our Brain Glow products, the Brain Glow capsules and the Brain Glow tinctures, just because, especially in liquid form, it can go right to the bloodstream, cross the blood-brain barrier, and wow, you've got this most amazing herb that's been so well studied that even in places like Germany, this is given to people as a kind of a prescription if they start having memory issues, loss of clarity, focus, all of that. But one of the things that I love about Ginkgo from my studies is that it helps improve long vision, so long distance vision. In fact, when I first started taking this, it was in the blend of the Daily Vitality, but when I turned probably about 55, and I am a couple of weeks away from 63 as I am recording this, but about 7 or 8 years ago, I added pure Ginkgo biloba to my supplement routine, along with the Daily Vitality, just because I was starting to have some issues where I needed to use glasses to drive, so for long distance. And also if I went to the movies, I would need to take my glasses so that I could see the screen clearly. And I now don't use glasses to drive. And I really didn't even think about it. I just stopped needing my glasses whenever I would drive. So it's now been many years since I've been taking Ginkgo, and I believe it's a real game changer, especially if you're looking for something to improve the circulation, not just for your full body, but from the neck up. And that's one of the beautiful things about Ginkgo. Now, another herb that is in our Daily Vitality is also a herb that we sell by itself, and this is cat's claw. Now, cat's claw is also known as Una de Gato, and that is the Peruvian name for cat's claw. It grows in Peru, and it's the inner bark of the tree, and what gives it its name is on the outer bark there are little, curved claws that look like a cat's claw, and that's how this plant got its name. Now, what's really cool about cat's claw is it's well known for its antioxidant properties, its anti-inflammation properties, and it's also really good for balancing intestinal flora. And it's actually was dubbed the opener of the way, which means the opener of your intestinal tract, balance the flora in there. We've got this incredible thing going on in our microbiome. And cat's claw is one of those things that just has so many properties, and can go in and do some amazing things for your intestinal tract. In fact, that's something that we always suggest in a protocol if someone's going after inflammation and pain. So to have it in the Daily Vitality for prevention, which is what I believe the Daily Vitality blend is all about, is a really beautiful thing. Now, the third thing that we have in here is an herb called suma. Now, we use the root of the suma plant, and this actually grows in Brazil. Now, the cool thing about suma is it's what's known as an adaptogen. Now, an adaptogen acts differently with different people, and that's the whole reason it gets the title, or puts in the category of what an adaptogen is, because it goes in and kind of sees what each person needs, and it helps to regulate hormones. That's been my experience, especially with suma root. It also has some anti-tumor properties. It's got some powerful anti-cancer properties. And again, please know this is just from my own research. But what's nice about it is that it's a powerful adaptogen. And we put it in a single called Fathia, which starts with a P. I've heard people pronounce that all kinds of ways over the years, which has been kind of fun. But just remember that the P is silent. So it's spelled, the way we have it on the bottle is P-F-A-F-F-I-A. And the pronunciation is Fathia. Now, we do list it in the Daily Vitality as suma root, which is S-U-M-A. Super, super easy. So I would say that there is one thing you need to know about suma is if you do have any hormone-based cancers that you're prone to or you're in the middle of dealing with, then suma root is something that you want to take out and make sure that that's not in your diet. Just because there have been some studies over the years and some things so this is one of the nuances of Mother Nature, natural medicine, and that's just something to be aware of with suma root. So if you are in that category, then the Daily Vitality contains suma root, and that is probably not for you. Now, the last thing in this is actually a blend that we call E-Star, and it has 4 herbs, and one of them is suma. So that is part of the blend already. But then we also put chaparral, which chaparral has some powerful, powerful antimicrobial properties, which bacteria, fungus, and virus. And if you think about our microbiome, a lot of people call that our second brain because of just how important it is. And if our microbiome is healthy and all the microbes that live in there are in balance, not just with diet, but if we're doing the right herbal supplements, this can make a big difference in keeping our body in balance and feeling good, our immune system strong, our inflammation levels low, and just overall health, because our brain, our literal brain, and the second brain that we have in our gut is super, super important. So chaparral is in there. Chinese astragalus. Astragalus is also an adaptogen. It's got some powerful anti-inflammatory properties, powerful antioxidants, and it's just one of those plants that is super powerful in this blend, and also some anti-cancer properties. And then the last one in here is Pau d'Arco. And I knew I had my little notes here because I knew there was one I might forget as I was going through this list. Now, Pau d'Arco is super yummy as a tea, and we've actually had it in a tincture by itself for a long, long time because it's so good for candida, helping to take those extra layers of yeast that a lot of us tend to get because 2 things: we have a lot of sugar in our diet, and we may have gone through a round of antibiotics that not only destroys all the bad stuff, but it wipes out your healthy, good bacteria too. So Pau d'Arco is one of those plants that's been very well studied for its ability to go after candida. So those herbs, all of them except for 2, are actually in my book, Be Your Own Shaman. So I would say if this is anything that you're interested in, at least, maybe adding this supplement to your daily routine is a good way to cover a lot of bases. Now, the way that I do this, and I've been doing this, like I said, for 25, probably almost 30 years, is I'll do a half a dropper full. I'll squeeze it up twice, and I'll do about 50 drops just once a day. And I put it in my morning little cocktail of usually an antiviral, either a blend like Pivot or Pivot 8 or a Lomatium like LDM 100. And I'll go back and forth. So what I think is really good is you've got this powerful blend of these 6 herbs in the Daily Vitality, and then you add, I just add a squirt of either the Pivot or the LDM 100, and boom, I've got this great cocktail, starts my day off. It's actually what I do pretty close after I do my quart jar of water, which has apple cider vinegar, a squirt of cayenne pepper tincture, and that is a whole nother video on its own that I'll be making for you, because cayenne pepper is simply amazing in tincture form. And then also a squeeze of fresh lemon. So I'll drink that to hydrate, put my body in alkaline balance, and then I'll take that little shot with the Daily Vitality and my whatever antiviral, antimicrobial blend I'm taking, and I just drink it right down. Also with my squirt of Ginkgo biloba. And that again is for, the age I'm getting to be, the clarity, the focus, the prevention of all of those things. But what actually is 100% I can give you this personal testimonial is my long distance vision completely changed. Now, I don't know how long that took before I really noticed it. Probably, 3 to 6 months before I really paid attention that I wasn't needing my driving glasses anymore, which was quite interesting to me. So I hope that you I hope that some of this information resonated with you. And again, please note that none of this is meant to be medical advice. This is meant to entertain you and educate you and maybe give you some ideas on things that you might want to add into your daily supplement routine that can make a huge difference. And what I really love about herbal tinctures is how fast your body absorbs them. And I would say if you're a little bit concerned about the alcohol that's in the tinctures, first of all, know that we suggest that you add them to water. So you're going to dilute them. We could add 60% water to our tinctures, but we want to give you a concentrated bang for your buck tincture. And we figure you can add it to water yourself. Besides, whenever you have a tincture, it gives those herbs a 10-year plus shelf life. So it suspends them in the alcohol and acts as a preservative. And then when you take it, that alcohol goes right to your bloodstream. Super fast acting. Now, I am going to attach a link to a video that also lives on this channel that shows you how to dissipate the alcohol out of herbal tinctures, if that's something that's important to you. So let me know if you have any questions of these 6 herbs. What are you familiar with and what are you currently taking? I'd love to hear. Do you love ginkgo? This has been an herb that I am so grateful that has been on my radar and in my supplement routine for so long. And I really just used it in the Daily Vitality until, like I said, about 7 or 8 years ago when I added it into my, just the plain ginkgo tincture, because I just felt like it was mostly for my cognitive health. And then when I had the results with the long distance vision, it kind of blew me away, because I was like, I didn't really understand why I didn't need those driving glasses anymore until it dawned on me, I added ginkgo into my routine. So let me know what your favorite is of these. Let me know if you're using them. And also let me know if you have any questions. So thanks guys for tuning in. I hope you have a beautiful day, and we will see you in the next one.